from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, July 28th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A 32-year-old Hazel Township man was arrested by police in connection with the incident on Ridge Avenue Monday afternoon. According to police, Martin Kelly was charged with felonies for possession of precursor, risking a catastrophe, and 2 counts of manufacture, delivery, or possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance. Kelly was allegedly making MDMA, known as ecstasy or Molly, and is a synthetic psychoactive drug similar to the stimulant in amphetamine and the hallucinogen mescaline. Agents with the Attorney General's office executed a search warrant on his home as part of an ongoing investigation and located items that make the drug. West Hazleton Police, State Police, and several fire companies from the area assisted them on the scene. Tonight, he is behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $1 million bail set by District Judge Joseph Carmody of West Pittston. During yesterday's incident, onlookers were kept away for safety reasons. 2 people were found dead in a home in Ashland Monday night. Police were called to a home on Walnut Street around 9:30 p.m. When they arrived, they found a body on the floor. They forced their way inside of the home and found another, a man and a woman, Karen Kimmel and Donald Erb. Authorities have not said how they died or whether any foul play is suspected. Autopsies are scheduled for both. A man wanted for a fatal Wilkes-Barre shooting this weekend turned himself in Monday afternoon. 19-year-old Cahill Braithwaite is charged with 1 count of criminal homicide. He's alleged to have shot and killed 33-year-old Jason Canty of Scranton in South Wilkes-Barre Saturday night. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis said Braithwaite and Canty knew each other but otherwise declined to discuss a possible motive. District Judge Martin Kane ordered him jailed without bail. The shooting took place outside an apartment of a woman whom Braithwaite has a child with. 3 911 calls were received just before midnight, 2 reporting shots fired and 1 reporting a victim. Canty was found lying in the front yard of 74 New Alexander Street with a gunshot wound to his head. Braithwaite lists a Scranton address but is a 2014 GAR graduate. He faced criminal charges earlier this year when he allegedly opened fire in a car full of people outside his Brown Street home. Wilkes-Barre Township Police arrested a Wilkes-Barre man at a hotel in the city Sunday afternoon. According to police, 34-year-old Thomas Abreu was charged with prohibited acts and firearm violations. Abreu was sought for questioning by police regarding a domestic disturbance near the Wyoming Valley Mall. Once police discovered he was staying at a hotel, police went to the hotel to question him. Inside, police discovered a large amount of heroin, marijuana, 3 firearms, and a large amount of cash. The narcotics recovered are estimated at $40,000. Police in Klein Township are on the lookout for some vandals who used markers and wrote on many of the park picnic tables at Veterans Memorial Park on Hancock Street. The park is owned by the Borough of McAdoo. However, the Klein Township Police Department patrols the area. Police Chief John Petrilla says he noticed the markings on the tables and says they hope to find out who vandalized them.
Well, it was discovered that some people have been coloring on the picnic tables, and it's just such a shame. So many people dedicate so much time and effort to having something nice here, and it ends up getting ruined. So if we're able to catch who's doing it, they're going to be cited.
Chief Petrilla says the words and drawings on the picnic tables are vulgar and not for the eyes of children.
Well, it definitely wasn't done by a scholar. It's something that I wouldn't want my kids to see, that's for sure. Just filthy, vile things that someone's writing here, and as I stated, if we can catch them, they're going to pay.
Anyone with information on who may have vandalized the picnic tables, they're asked to call Klein Township Police at 570-929-2354. Friendly's in West Hazleton is no more. The restaurant abruptly closed its doors for good Sunday night. That's the first time in 42 years there will not be a restaurant at 564 Susquehanna Boulevard. Friendly's had been there about 25 years. Prior, it had been a Franklin, and it opened as an LB's Big Boy in 1973. A sign in the window read that the restaurant had closed permanently and instructed patrons to please join us at the Friendly's in Wilkes-Barre. Friendly's is a national chain based in Massachusetts. It's given no reason for the closure. The new owner of the troubled Steamtown Mall in Scranton has been announced. John Baslaga, a local businessman who lives outside of town in Roaring Brook Township, is now the owner. He outbid all others to win the mall for a bid of $5.25 million in an online auction. A buyer's premium of 5% made the total price $5.512 million. He said he was excited to own it, but so far has announced no definite plans. The mostly vacant mall was put up for sheriff's sale. It filed for bankruptcy in March of 2014. It is approximately 80% vacant. He owns Eastern Roofing Systems Incorporated, a company that installs roofs on commercial and industrial buildings throughout a 12-state area. West Hazelton police have 2 photos posted on their Facebook page and are hoping someone in the public will come forward with more information. According to police, they are seeking the identity of these 2 individuals as a person of interest related in incidents at the Y Supermarket in West Hazelton. No word from police what the incidents were. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of these 2 men are urged to call West Hazelton Police at 570-455-3733 or dial 911. All calls will remain confidential. This morning, 2 people were taken to the hospital following a crash at the entrance to Eckley Miners Village. This was the scene when WYLN arrived on location. A Subaru Outback and a red Dodge van crashed at the entrance to the visitor center. The driver of the Outback was reported to be an older woman that had to be cut out of her car. Both drivers were taken to the area hospitals for treatments of their injuries. Foster Township Fire, along with Freeland Fire, APTS Ambulance, and Whitehaven Ambulance all assisted state police at the crash today in Foster Township. A free health clinic in the Hazelton area will take place this Thursday, July 30th at Catholic Social Services. The clinic will treat adults 18 years and older with medical conditions that are typically seen on an urgent basis in a family practice setting. Those conditions may include a cold, the flu, minor infections, aches, pains, sprains, and rashes. The free health clinic is held the second Tuesday and fourth Thursday of each month. The clinic is sponsored by the Greater Hazelton Health Clinic, which is a nonprofit, volunteer-based organization created to meet an identified need in the Greater Hazelton area. The clinic is a first-come, first-served basis, and no registrations will be accepted after 6 p.m. The clinic will be held from 5 p.m. until 6 p.m. once registered patients are treated. For more information on the free health clinic, you can email hazeltonfreemedicalclinic@gmail.com. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Joe, you said the temperatures would reach 90 today, and they certainly have, but what can we expect for the rest of the week? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik, you're in the Weather Center with all the details.
Well, we got some hot weather to talk about as we go into tomorrow as well. Some showers and storms the day after, and then after that, hey, things looking pretty good in the 7-day forecast. Now, nothing to show you on radar across our area. Continues to remain dry, and we'll have to deal with the heat across our area. Very hot throughout much of the nation. These are high temperatures, 24 hours. And 90s to over 100 degrees. Closer to home, we got 80s to lower 90s. And tomorrow could be a couple of degrees hotter than what we saw today. 90 now in Berwick, 84 in New Angola, 90 in Bloomsburg, and 92 degrees in Danville. We'll talk about the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a special dance series taking place in the McAdoo area. Plus, find out where you can pick up KI pills if you live near a nuclear power plant. That and much more is coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Stop by Flo's Deli in Mountaintop for a great bite to eat. The deli serves fantastic sandwiches made with boar's head meat, and Flo makes all of her own ciabatta and sourdough rolls fresh every day. There is plenty of seating for you to dine inside or while the weather is warm outside on their beautiful deck. And stop in for a drink. They are now serving beer and a variety of mixed drinks. Flo's Deli open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., 683 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. Call Flo at 570-301-6893.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the Greater Hazelton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services, including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
This August, there'll be 3 dances at 3 separate parks in McAdoo to celebrate summer. WYLN stopped by one of the parks this afternoon, and tonight we have all the details. Beginning on August 5th, those young and old are invited out to celebrate summer during Dancing in the Park Youth Dance Series in McAdoo. Each dance will take place during the month of August. John Shigo, owner of the Strand in McAdoo, talked with us this morning about the event and what it means to the community.
We're going to kick things off right here August 5th up at Veterans Memorial Park, which is also where the Little League Field is located on South Hancock Street in the borough. Then we will move down to the Adams Street Playground, the courts, right across from Boyers. That one will be held on August 12th. And we'll wrap it all up on August 19th down at the Grant Street Playground, also known as St. Mike's.
Shigo hopes everyone comes out to celebrate summer and enjoy all the entertainment that each dance will have.
I am doing the dances just to give the youth something to do. We haven't had anything really much going on at any of our parks this year. Everyone needs just a nice night to get out, not only just for the kids, but the parents come out, hang out here as well. Just everyone come up, enjoy some good music. I'll be DJing the 3 dances myself. We'll also have some games that the kids could play. I'll also have some light refreshments available, and it should just be a real nice night out for the whole neighborhood.
The Dancing in the Park series is a free event, and Shigo says organizers just want everyone to come out and have a great time together. Shigo says they are still looking for chaperones and volunteers for the event, and anyone interested can stop by during the dances.
If you just want to help out another way, we're always accepting monetary donations to help out with the parks. We recently had a fundraiser in the spring, and we're able to afford some new wood for the seesaws and buy 2 park benches. So if we raise some more money, maybe we could help fix up the pavilion down at the Grant Street Playground. We're in desperate need of a couple sheets of plywood, and we would really like to get some donations of roofing shingles. Any kind, any style, any color, we'll mix match, just patch the holes in the roof and make it work.
The first dance will be at the Veterans Memorial Park on August 5th. The second dance will be at the Adams Street Playground, and the third will be at the St. Michael's Ball Field. Each dance will be held from 7 until 9:45 p.m. Anyone with questions or if they would like to volunteer may call John Shigo at 570-929-2224 or email him at john@thestrandmcadoo.com. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, if you live within a 10-mile radius of a nuclear power plant, we have details on where you can pick up potassium iodine or KI pills next week. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way only on WYLN.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
The Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival will be held Saturday, August 15th from 4 until 8 p.m. at the Best Western Genetti Inn and Suites in Hazleton. Come sample over 50 local wines and craft beers, taste some great food, and listen to some great music provided by one of Northeastern Pennsylvania's premier cover bands, Ostrich Hat. You must be 21 to enter, and tickets are available the day of the festival or in advance at hazletonrotary.ticketleap.com. Don't miss the Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival, Saturday, August 15th.
New episodes starting August 5th at 11:30 p.m. only on WYLN.
Well, it's very warm outside. The humidity levels are very, very high, so I kind of had to roll up the sleeves out here. Sunshine overhead and a couple of cumulus clouds, but there's no precipitation whatsoever throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. But that's going to change as we go into our Thursday. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But first, let's get on with the graphic for today. And it was a spectacular day to be outdoors. If you like the summer heat, that's exactly what we had today. The humidity levels on the increase. Most areas getting up into the 90s. Some of the higher elevations, mid to upper 80s, but still very, very hot. And tomorrow, I think it could be a little bit warmer. I should say even hotter than what we saw today. Again, nothing to show you live. 35 Skycast Doppler. We continue to remain dry, and we'll stay dry right through the rest of this evening. There you can see the numbers, the dew point numbers on the increase. So as a result, walking outside, it feels even hotter than what the actual air temperature indicates. And yeah, that 91 is right here at our station, here in high elevations. Tomorrow, I think we have another shot of it as well. Look at this. The heat is on throughout much of the nation. Many areas experiencing temperatures in the 90s, lower 100s in Las Vegas, as well as Phoenix, Arizona, 97 in San Antonio, Texas, Houston coming in with 98 in Dallas, and 93 in Amarillo. Closer to home, 90 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 84 in Mount Pocono, 90 in Philly, 89 in Selinsgrove, 86 in State College. Upper 80s, lower 90s in the Wyoming Valley area. No precipitation, no relief from this heat. Just right down there. That's about it. State of Pennsylvania in the northeast, it's dry. It'll stay dry through tonight. Clear to mostly clear skies. Now there's going to be, again, tomorrow morning, early in the morning, some areas of fog that will start to set up, but then that will pretty much dissipate. We'll have sunshine, and it's going to be a very hot one for tomorrow. The heat builds in throughout our area, and then it's going to be feeling in many areas at times like it's about 100, maybe lower 100. So you got to be careful when you're out in the heat, if you have to be out in the heat. And then some relief with the front that comes through as we go into our Thursday. That's going to trigger some showers and thunderstorms and cools things down a little bit. But still looking pretty nice for this upcoming weekend. Hot for tomorrow, near 90. Showers and storms for Thursday. And then after that, looking good for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: a pick 298, the pick 3481, the pick 49665, and the pick 5 number 70060, and the treasure hunt numbers 14519 and 20. Don't change the channel, because we'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Major League stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
If you live within 10 miles of a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania, you can pick up potassium iodine or KI pills next week. WYLN's Gary Perna has all the information that you need to know.
The Pennsylvania Department of Health is once again offering free potassium iodine or KI pills to anyone that lives in a 10-mile radius of one of the state's 5 nuclear power plants. On Thursday, August 5th, representatives from the Pennsylvania Department of Health will be at a number of locations handing out the KI pills. According to Dr. Karen Murphy, the Secretary of Health, KI can help protect the thyroid gland against harmful radioactive iodine when taken as directed during a radiological emergency. But it is important to remember that the tablet should only be taken when the governor or state public health officials advise you to do so. KI can be taken by anyone as long as they're not allergic to it. It is safe for pregnant women and those who are breastfeeding, people with thyroid medication, children, and infants. Individuals who are unsure if they should take potassium iodine should ask a healthcare provider. Each adult will receive 4 65 milligram tablets. Children will be given smaller doses based on their age. Individuals can pick up the tablets for other family members or for those who are unable to pick them up. Directions detailing when to take the tablets and how to store them will also be provided by the staff. The Department of Health staff will also be available for any questions. KI is also available for those who work within a 10-mile radius but do not live there. Employers can contact the Department of Health at 1-877-PA-HEALTH to make arrangements to pick up the tablets for their entire workforce. Pennsylvania's 5 nuclear power plants are closely regulated and secured and well maintained. The facilities are the Beaver Valley Power Plant, Limerick Generation Station, Peach Bottom Atomic Power Plant, the Susquehanna Steam Electric Station, and 3 Mile Island Generation Station. KI tablets will be available between 2 and 7 p.m. on August 6th. The closest plant to our viewing area is the Susquehanna Steam Electronic Station. You can pick up KI pills at the Butler Township Community Center at 415 West Butler Drive in Drums, or the Luzerne County Community College Public Safety Training Institute at 1333 South Prospect Street in Nanticoke, or at the Salvation Army at 320 West 2nd Street in Berwick. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. We will be visited by some patients that you met on a previous show. Jeanette and her husband Greg is with her. She's going to tell you about her tremendous success story, from tragedy to perseverance to triumph through chiropractic care. Their story this week. Join us.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Aaron Altair. Fans may still be learning how to pronounce his name, but there is no mistaking his impact for Lehigh Valley since his mid-season promotion. Last night, Altair producing once again as the Iron Rails series continues in Moosic. Rail Riders entered winners of 5 straight, but top 1, Altair gives his team an early advantage. Hardliner gets through, and the Iron Pigs get the game's first run. Skip 2 innings, Altair, good wood on it, plenty deep for the sacrifice, and he contributes to another run, 2-0 Pigs. Skip 2 more innings, Altair raises that left leg. The knock results in another tally. His 3rd consecutive game with 2 RBI. Cord Phelps with a leaping extension here later on in the game, and Lehigh Valley makes it 4 straight victories against Scranton Wilkes-Barre. 3-1 is the final. Tonight, the 2 teams at it again in Moosic. Iron Pigs currently hold a 6-4 advantage in this year's Iron Rail Series. We'll have those highlights tonight on Late Edition Sports. Their big league affiliates also in action tonight. The Phillies bound to make moves before Friday's trade deadline, facing the Blue Jays, who just acquired 5-time All-Star shortstop Troy Tulowitzki from the Rockies, and the Yankees, who could be players on the market. They're in Texas a night after Alex Rodriguez blasted his 24th home run of the season on his 40th birthday. The venues have changed, but the results have remained the same for Nanticoke Legion baseball. West Lawn, the site of the Pennsylvania State Legion tournament, and the location where Nanticoke hopes to capture another title for the Wyoming Valley. Today, the beginning of that journey is Nanticoke currently playing Downingtown in the first game of the double elimination tournament. The team has been producing in all areas and has a 24-2 record to show for it. Last week, after their regional win, Coach Joe Yudicek and post-grad pitcher Mike Bugenwitz shared their excitement for states.
We could go as far as they take us. They play the game the right way, and hey, if the ball bounces the right way, I'd like to go down there and win the thing. We're not going to go down there and lay down and be happy with what we did here. We're going to go down there and play good baseball.
It's a new level for us, and we look to step up to the plate and bring that level of intensity up a level, another notch on the belt, carrying it into another week, one game at a time. We just have to play our ball, play small ball, put the ball in play, and good things will happen for us.
Nanticoke currently tied with Downingtown 3-3 in the 8th inning. Tune in later, we'll have that final score. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Join us this week on Women Today. It's all about balance. Kristen Fulton Fritz, she's a busy career woman, a mother of 4, a marathon runner, and a blogger. She's going to tell you how you can have it all, maybe not all at once. We're going to taste a great wine from Simply Homebrew. Kathy's going to prepare some fabulous hors d'oeuvres to go with it. We'll find out who's going to Genetti's for brunch. One more great giveaway for the season. It's all coming up this week on Women Today. Join us.
Well, the heat is on. The heat's going to be on even more as we head into tomorrow. Can't overemphasize that you really got to be careful, especially during the heat of the day. Take it easy. Drink plenty of liquids. Keep yourself well hydrated. And again, try to stay cool. Go in air conditioning or seek shelter under a tree or some shade, because tomorrow, I tell you what, when we combine temperatures with the humidity levels, the dew point numbers, there's going to be areas it's going to be feeling like it's about 100, possibly in the lower hundreds. And when it's that hot, and if you do too much outside and you're out there for too long, number one, you get sunburn, which isn't good. So you want to put the protection on. Or number two, very easily, you can get heat cramps, you can get heat stroke, heat fatigue, any of those heat-related illnesses, especially the older people, the elderly, are more prone for those particular illnesses. And of course, don't forget your animals that are outside. Give them plenty of water to drink as well.
Yeah, and don't forget, when they're out, if you're hot outside, your animal's probably hot outside.
Probably even hotter even.
Yeah, I mean, they've got all that fur.
Sure.
No, but definitely remember.
Top-notch tie. I'm a little distracted. I'm just staring at your tie, Joe.
Oh, okay. I got nothing.
I had nothing either. There's only 6.
Wear sunscreen.
All right, sounds good. All right, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.